Hey guys, it's Will here, and just want to talk about a bit of an announcement GW made today on their community page online. So they said Codexes are coming now. That in itself is not particularly surprising, nor is the fact that the Space Marine Codex is going to be the first. What is surprising is just how quick they're going to be coming. So they've said Space Marine Codex in July. Now we are currently at the 5th of July, and so that gives them at most 3.5 weeks to get that out. So we can expect that within 4 weeks we will have the Space Marine Codex in our hand, which I for one am really excited about. Want to see what's changed, do a review. Hopefully they'll have different chapter tactics back. That was obviously a big omission that a lot of people noted from the index. Doesn't particularly worry me because I know the index is only a get you by. We knew Space Marines were going to be one of the first armies to get a codex, so we'll get chapter tactics back, don't you worry. We'll also get the rules for all the new Primaris stuff that's been shown, so things like the Repulsor, the Redemptor Dreadnought, and possibly a new unit that's only been kind of hinted at, called Aggressors, that from the rumours I've heard have the Gavis armour, the one like the captain has in the starter box, but then like have shoulder-mounted missile launchers, a bit like Terminators with Cyclone missile launchers. I could say that's not something I've seen, just rumours I've heard. But yeah, so Space Marine Codex very soon, and obviously I will be wanting to get my hands on that and do a review on that. That isn't the surprising part. What's surprising is how quickly they're going to be bringing them out. So they've already announced what the next 4 are going to be. We're going to get Chaos, we're going to get, that's Chaos Space Marines, we're going to get Grey Knights, which is surprisingly early, but they are quite a popular faction, and an obvious counter to Chaos, and then Death Guard. Yep, Death Guard are getting their own standalone codex, so that's pretty cool. But what they've said is they want 10 codexes between now and Christmas. Now, if we pencil in the Space Marine Codex for late July, because they'd have announced it sooner if it was going to be early or mid-July, and we assume that they're not going to do a Codex launch in late December because nobody's got any money in late December because we're all having to do Christmas stuff, I would expect that gives us basically a 5-month window to do 10 codexes from late July to early September. So that's going to be approximately a codex every 2 weeks. That's a phenomenal release rate. I'm just thinking back, even as early as the start of 7th, or as recent as the start of 7th edition, in the first 7 months, because that came out in May, we got, what did we get? We got Orcs, Dark Eldar, Grey Knights, and Space Wolves between the launch and Christmas, and then the Necrons came in the new year. That was 4 codexes in 7 months. They're now talking 10 codexes in 5 months. That's whoa. They're certainly going all out on this now. They may not be able to quite keep up with that. Obviously they've got other things, is that going to mean that we're not going to get any Age of Sigmar releases? I doubt it, because it's still something that GW are very heavily invested in, so I wouldn't I'd be surprised if we didn't get an Age of Sigmar launch between now and Christmas. Yeah, 10 codexes, so obviously we know the first 4, Space Marines, Grey Knights, Death Guard and Chaos Space Marines, but that leaves us another 6 between now and Christmas. Now obviously we've got certain armies that are more likely to get one than others. I wouldn't hold your breath for things like Genestealer, Cult and Mechanicum, because they've had codexes very recently. Not that they don't deserve them, but I think there's other factions who've been waiting longer and are a bigger part of the hobby for a longer period of time, things like Eldar, Orcs, Tyranids, Astra Militarum, those sort of armies that are really big old armies that lots of people have got, lots of people are interested in. I'm going to say not meaning any disrespect to the other armies, but these are some of the ones that GW have always pushed as being big factions, so I could expect to certainly see those 4. So it's Eldar, Orcs, Tyranids, Astra Militarum. I would expect to see all of them before Christmas, And then you got another 2 slots. You know, we could see Dark Eldar, we could see Tau, we could see Necrons. Maybe we'll see another Chaos faction. Maybe we'll see another a Space Marine chapter like the Blood Angels, obviously a very popular one. But as I say, that at that point that's just conjecture. But yeah, I guess the real kind of go home message from this is, if you didn't like the rules your faction got in the index, or there's something missing, something you don't like, then you can certainly expect there's a high chance that that will get remedied fairly soon, because the rate they're going to be churning these out, if they stick to that, that is awesome. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.